We will look at a scenario in which Thailand reforms an empire, maybe not Siam, but an empire they're going to form. And I hope you enjoy this video. First thing they do is invade Cambodia. And they swiftly take over the country. Just to let you know, all alliances have been banned. No, they cease to exist. And they invade Burma. In the south, the middle, and the north. If you're not familiar, Siam was once an empire that was destroyed by the Brits, and then they decided to join the Germans. An invasion is made by China with a few of its forces, and the success Thailand is having improves. And eventually, China takes this much of it. China doesn't have many forces put in. Then eventually, quickly and swiftly, well, Thailand topples the country. They annex these lands. Burma becomes a puppet. Well, Myanmar, I mean. If I've been calling it Burma, well, it's Myanmar. Remember, Myanmar, not Burma anymore. China leaves the war after taking its accepted northern claim. Now Thailand is one of the strongest nations on earth. They have a few more goals. Take over the rest of Indochina. Take over Bangladesh and invade them, Malaysia, Brunei, and the Philippines. They swiftly invade Bangladesh. Many reasons. They're not going to annex it, no. Quickly but swiftly, they take over the country. They decide to annex these lands. Make this part the Bangladesh puppet, make the southern-ish part a Myanmar puppet. Then they decide to invade Benelux. The first thing, not Benelux, Indochina, which was once a colony of France. And then they do that. Quickly but swiftly push in. We're not going to look at the guerrilla warfare because there will be loads in Vietnam, as we know. And enough to stop America when it was at its prime. And then the countries completely fall. They declare war on the last three countries on its list. They're not invading China because China will still overpower them. They declare war on Malaysia in Brunei the Philippines. They do this swiftly, but like there's so many islands to color. Philippines, strong. Malaysia too. But they one thing in common. Many things in common, probably. And push down. Take this area of Malaysia. Take this island as a pit stop. And then they run right up through Malaysia and Brunei. They decide to do that. Then they invade the Philippines. I'd say the Philippines is probably the strongest nation they invaded. Philippines, Malaysia, or Vietnam. Philippines, then they start an island hopping campaign for all their tiny islands. And they decide to annex this. And this from them. I think Manila is south of that, I hope. Well, America didn't protect it like they would in our time. They decided to annex these lands. Make the rest puppets. And thus they declare the Empire of Thailand, much to the disapproval of the lands. And this is it for the Thailand Empire.